Well, I just wanted to wish everyone a very happy new year. What a fantastic 2021 for me, YouTube wise anyways. I mean, COVID aside and all of the life stuff is another story. You know, I started this channel earlier this year, really not expecting, just doing it for fun. And suddenly I have over 800 subscribers. I think I have almost 67,000 views and over 10,000 of watch hours. So I thank you very much. I am humbled by it. I thank each and every one of you that watches my video. So one of the things I wanted to do today is do a little question and answer, because I do get a lot of questions from people in my comment section. So I thought I would do that today. First question I always get as I sit on this nice wooden bench is, what's your name? Obviously my name is not middle-aged bald guy. My name is Brian with a Y, very important. B-R-Y-A-N. Okay, and that leads to the question, why middle-aged bald guy? Well, I actually put the channel together years ago. I didn't post videos, and I really didn't know what to do. And I thought I wanted a name that was kind of generic, because it really doesn't limit me to do something. You know, if for some reason I decide I want to take up knitting and make it into a knitting channel, I can do that, because it doesn't say, you know, Mr. Cemetery Explorer guy, because that kind of puts me in a niche. So I wanted something that was a little generic and not very specific, because this way, if I decide I get tired of going through cemeteries, I can do something else. It says, you do a lot of cemeteries in Illinois. Is that where you live? Yes, I live in Illinois, in the Chicago suburbs. Why cemeteries? Well, that's a good question. So, several years ago, there's a place out here called the Joliet Arsenal, and they built munitions and weapons for World War II and Vietnam War and Korean War. Well, since the place is closed, and it's like 500 acres, very large. They have abandoned buildings out there. They have all kinds of stuff. And I used to go out there and take photographs of some of these abandoned buildings. And I realized that there's some really old abandoned cemeteries out there. And these cemeteries predated the Joliet Arsenal. They were there when farms were there, because there were farms there before the Joliet Arsenal. And it was really fascinating to see these old abandoned cemeteries. And some were kept up, and some are completely forgotten about and hidden. And I did make videos on all of them. And I just thought, and that kind of transitioned me from photographing abandoned buildings and that to exploring cemeteries, because I realized just how many abandoned and forgotten cemeteries there are out there. Okay, next question. What was your scariest cemetery experience? I haven't really had a scary cemetery experience. I've been uncomfortable in cemeteries, but not really scared. You know, I've had just some strange feelings in cemeteries. Each cemetery has its own personality to it. And 9 times out of 10, it's peaceful. But there's always that 1 time out of 10 where, yeah, something's not right here. So that leads me into my next question. Have you had many paranormal experiences? More than I thought I would. So the Star Grove Cemetery, which is the first cemetery that I filmed, and I actually filmed that a couple years ago. Beautiful old cemetery. This is one of the cemeteries that's on the Joliet Arsenal site. That cemetery was something out of a movie. Just beautiful and wooded area, hard to get to, so nobody's really touched it much. And that's the cemetery where I heard the music box play. And I was looking at all the infant stones, commenting on how many infants were in that cemetery. And yeah, I heard a music box play for about 10 seconds. And that was kind of like, wow, what was that about? Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, and both the Bachelor's Grove and Manteno State Hospital Cemetery, I could feel presence there. It's hard to explain, but you can feel almost like being watched. Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, I did hear voices. I couldn't find the source of that. Manteno State Hospital Cemetery, I brought some equipment with me. Got some strange readings that I shouldn't have gotten because I was in the middle of nowhere. What other cemeteries? Gypsy Cemetery, that one was just creepy. That one was, something didn't want me there. That was weird. The only other place I got a feeling like that when I was in the mausoleum with Resurrection Cemetery. That mausoleum was just, I'm not going in there again. That mausoleum had some bad mojo to it, that's for sure. Okay, my last question, and this is kind of one that I put in there. What are your plans for 2022? I want to get outside of Illinois a little bit, maybe explore some other cemeteries. I'd love to explore cemeteries around the country. Channel's not monetized, and this does cost me money to do this, so unfortunately until I get monetized and start getting some money in, I'm probably going to be limited to how far I'm going. But I would like to do that, so hopefully in 2022 I get monetized to be able to expand my reach a little bit, bring you guys some more incredible cemeteries, not just in Illinois, but maybe the Midwest. We'll see. And I want to do a little bit more paranormal stuff. I have a little bit of, I've always been interested in paranormal. I'd actually joined a paranormal group a couple months ago. Unfortunately, soon after I joined it, they decided to split up. So, but I would like to do something like that. We'll see. We'll see where 2022 takes us. But I still plan on doing videos in 2022. And again, I want to thank everyone very much for. I just can't believe that people enjoy my videos. I did this just for fun, and I thought, well, maybe somebody would be interested in coming along with me as I explore these cemeteries. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm really humbled by that. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope everyone has a very happy 2022. Maybe we get this COVID thing behind us and actually continue on with life. So thanks everyone, and Happy New Year.